Alright, so chat, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for the next one. That was, what? Combination of, I was gonna say N7 characters, but no, that's not really true. Vanguards.
Vanguards and other people.
Yeah. Steelwolf is requesting some stuff. Alright, I'm gonna change my Fury appearance, though, before I forget, because this is atrocious. I do know this is atrocious.
I mean, listen, what you had before was worse, so there is that.
Hold on, but what if? Hear me out. What if we were a Bumblebee Fury?
You know, chase your dreams.
I actually kinda like it.
Go for it, man.
That might just be crazy enough to work. So yes, Steelwolf has requested characters, enemy, and weapons, though we have not yet gotten confirmation as to what the exact plan is, but we shall see. Done what? Not that much in the way of vanguards today. Or infiltrators, for that matter. What is it? It's been, I guess it's been primarily biotics and soldiers. Lots of soldiers, I think. Weapons, platforms of various varieties. We did have that super tech combo team very early on with our paladin plus chain overloaders. And AIU, I think. Okay, one vanilla Vanguard with katana for me.
Okay, so I have the vanilla adept with the Avenger.
Is it? I'm trying to make sure I have the names lined up to the correct
Yeah, you get
character.
vanilla human sentinel. Wait.
I think I'm Vanguard.
Oh wait, no.
You're Sentinel.
Oh wait. Oh, you. What? Okay. No. No. Everything about that combination sucks.
So.
Why?
Vanilla adept with Avenger for Vormav. Vanilla engineer with the phalanx for Moldurka. I am almost certain that is not going to happen. I mean, you're welcome to prove me wrong, Moldurka, but it is very much not a GI with a sniper rifle.
You know what, Moldurka? I respect you for not wanting to play these reindeer games. I respect and appreciate how he looks at this nonsense and just goes, nah. You know, Slasher, it's not even the shuriken part. I hate the vanilla human sentinel.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's really boring. What?
Because if we're allowed to switch, I'd take that combo.
Yeah, like, literally nothing says that we can't switch.
I mean, despite the part where Steel did specify who was supposed to be doing which one.
Sure, but there's no rule saying that we can't switch. Like, that's not written anywhere. We're still honoring the spirit of the request, I would argue.
Well, Moldurka is doing it.
Don't try it. All right, let's switch, Vormav.
You're fine with that, Lids?
I'm fine with the Vanguard. I'm, in terms of you switching with Uriel, I mean... I was not expecting Moldurka to abide by the challenge, so if Moldurka is doing it, then I think that makes up for one other person who is, messing around with it a little bit. Only one. You are a sniper, no pew-pew. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, okay, how about this? We can switch characters but not weapons. How about that? So Vormav can still take the Avenger, and I will take the Shuriken. If someone is not doing it right, it's not... Steel Wolf, no matter what, like, you would have had at least one person in this lobby who's not doing it, because, like, Moldurka, as a well-known thing, does not typically do the requests. But, yeah, like, regardless, you weren't gonna get full compliance here.
Whoops, I almost left the lobby.
Which one am I playing?
I think we should just swap characters and then keep the same weapons. So you can take Sentinel.
And I'm using Avenger?
Yes. You can keep redeeming that. Like, I sincerely don't know what you expect here.
What's up, Fergus? How's it going?
The game only has so many iterations of pain.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I am not sure that we have had anyone choose the map. No, I don't think we have. I think Steelwolf has requested characters 4 times. And has requested everything other than enemy and map.
No, he requested enemy, I think.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Did we get which enemy he was going for?
I don't think so. Nope.
All the characters. Yeah, not seeing the map.
Hurting your singular feeling?
Oh, true. I mean, I'm hooked on a feeling.
I don't want to choose the enemy. I really don't care. Oh man.
Well, B-Man did win the race. Which means B-Man does get to choose here, at least for this one. And Steelwolf, I'm afraid, it's just a little down on his luck right now.
Oh, enemy has already been chosen.
Enemy has been claimed. Steelwolf, I don't think is
It's
locked
been claimed,
in.
but not chosen.
Yeah, claimed but not yet chosen.
True. Lids, I think you should refund some of Steelwolf's points.
One moment. Actually, legitimately, not sure how to refund points.
Oh, I looked this up just recently. Steelwolf, it really doesn't matter what weapon I take because I'm not going to be using it, but okay. Sure. 1 hour later in the lobby. You can refund points, like that is a thing. Hold on.
Yeah, what we'll usually do if we have multiple people requesting in quick succession like that is we'll have whoever went first, we'll choose for the first one, and then the next match, the person who selected second will choose for that. So usually that's what we do. But if someone proceeds to select the same thing 4 times in a row, then, you know, sometimes that does cross the line to a certain extent.
Lids, you have to open the rewards queue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I can take the Predator. I don't care. Like, because the whole point is I'm not gonna need it. But that's fine.
Yeah, all it's letting me do is report reward redemption, so I can report Steelwolf. I can report him for doing that. But, I'm not sure if I see the option to refund him right now.
That should be a thing. Let's see.
He also says he doesn't want a refund for whatever that's worth.
No, I think he thinks that you're, like, undoing the whole request. That's why I didn't want you to... Okay, so you want me to not enjoy the game? I'm confused. But okay. I can always do biotic. I do weapons platforms a lot. Let me introduce you to my large number of Turians.
How is Sentinel not the vanilla Sentinel not a biotic?
Oh, also that.
Hold on. Yeah, what? Warp throw? I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you reject the redemption, it refunds it.
Ah.
That's semantics, but okay. Oh, your mod did it.
Ah, thanks, Jer.
Nice.
Thank you, Jer. Beat me to it. What a pro. What a pro. Jer, just let me remind you, with great power comes great responsibility. Thank you, Jer. Let's not get too carried away with it now.
What enemy did you want us to fight, Steel Wolf?
Jer grins evilly. Yeah, I think B-Man won the race for the location, which I'm not sure if specified. Geth is the enemy. I mean, B-Man, what you can do is you can choose enemy for the next one if you'd like. We can just hold off and have you take the next pick. Sick of collectors. We have had a lot of collectors today, that is true. That works for you? Okay. I think you did still take location, though. I think you won the race for location. If there is a specific spot that you would like us to go. Ooh, Condor. Okay, that complicates matters at least a little bit. Alright then, I think we have everything good to go. So I am ready when you guys are.
Alright, hopefully everyone loads in.
Yes, that's true. Okay, I'm in. I see most people. There we go.
Yeah, ha ha ha.
Okay, now the other question. Will we see all the enemies?
Ah.
It's
This is
Geth.
exciting.
That is.
It's
a
usually
rather important
Cerberus
question.
that is the most finicky, at least when I'm hosting. I'm not sure if I've ever really seen Geth.
How does
cause
my
much
character
in the way of
know
issues.
there are rocket troopers? On what basis?
No, the best would be if your character knew that there were hunters. Like, what? Do you see
True.
them?
True.
How?
She just has a feeling, you know?
That is never gonna be easy there. Also, I'm pretty sure that I abandoned some over there by Modurga.
It would really help if I knew how to aim, huh?
I tell myself that every day. The fact that you think I know how to aim, honestly, I'm shocked.
Off-host biotic explosions, which is to say, nothing.
Oh. Well, the good news is, at least the request was for the host to play Vanguard.
True.
It could have been a lot worse in that way.
That is very true. Although, you know, you won't hear me complain about off-host Nova guarding.
I was gonna say, we've definitely
Because I love pain.
We've definitely
Yep,
done
so do I.
off-host Nova guards for all of us. There.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh, oh.
I see you, Rocket Trooper. Rocket Trooper ring.
Thank you, Moldurka. Ah.
Oh, but he was mine. Whoa!
Rude.
Saw that out of the corner of my eye. That enemy go flying. Who did that?
Be the one of us who has throw.
Oh, true. Shouldn't be doing this. But I can
Actually, I
knock
shouldn't
you
have
off
said
the
that.
edge of the map, so I will. 2 times over. This is gonna hurt a lot. What? Ow. That was quick. I also completely ignored the objective like a good Vanguard should.
Of course. By which you mean you played Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Why would I help my team if I'm the Vanguard? I'm on my own.
It's very much not in the spirit of things.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemy force approaching.
I didn't even mean to do that, but okay. Oh, I should have just spec'd this character for melee. That would have been so funny.
Can I see the outline of a hunter here? I do now. I see the outline of several hunters now. Ow. Oh, hello, other hunter that I don't have time for.
Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound. Copy that.
Gonna be completely honest, the Nova Guard is the only vanilla human character that I think is worth playing.
Oh no!
Literally the
would-
only one.
Oh, breaks my heart.
I don't know on what level you are surprised by this.
Not at all, but I
Away
mean
he
still.
goes.
I think I've expressed this exact sentiment to you multiple times before.
It hurts me every time.
Off the map he goes again! I think I've knocked 5 people off the map already. That's definitely a personal record on Condor. Like a personal record on anything.
Nice.
Oh, he didn't go flying off,
Oh,
though.
ah.
He went flying though.
He did go flying,
What?
but he didn't go flying
Wait,
off. Which
what
is an
did-
important distinction.
A hunter. A hunter. Ah. Oh man, this gun just
You went
like
flying off.
really never
At
does
6.
anything at any point.
No.
Oh,
it really
that's
doesn't.
incredible. I think the last time that I used the Predator was whenever I last played the beginning of Mass Effect 3 single player.
Yeah. Ow.
For me, it was 2 weeks ago
Oh.
on a lid stream.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine
People
that.
Imagine
requested that we use
know-
starting weapons. That never happens.
Ooh, my
Uh-oh.
missiles are invisible.
Oh,
I'll point out
that's-
that was also twice that I have used the Predator that week. In that day.
Oh my god, wait.
Locate the object and bring it back.
No, oh, didn't even
Oh, I know
control
exactly
this
what you were
slope.
looking for.
Slope.
To the extraction zone. Object has been
So close, so far.
Some sensitive flight records were lost in this area. We need that object.
I wonder what would happen.
You would die, apparently.
You know, I went to revive you fully knowing that I would die in the process, and I did it anyway, and nothing was accomplished.
I did too,
Good job,
except I
go
went.
team.
I did too, except I used an ops pack before I jumped in.
You know, I have already used more ops packs than frankly I should have. So I was gonna say I opted not to do that, but that
Yeah, I get it.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't follow through with it. Too ashamed, which is rare for me.
Now, the initial reason for that statement was I really wanted to get a kill streak there and just go, oh, look at that.
Yeah, you
Don't
know,
mind if I do.
I could guess, Lids. I supposed. But also, I appreciate the awareness that you've had of exactly how that could go down.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is regrouping.
I mean, my sense of self-preservation in this game is non-existent.
Enemies approaching.
Non-existent, he says.
Yeah, you know?
If you
What-
saw where
what
I
do you
was
mean
right now, you would probably
self-preservation?
understand.
No, I see exactly where you are. Yeah, yeah.
If I had done that earlier, that definitely
Get
would
it.
have been a kill streak.
I get. Mulder, no! You're across the map. I can't help you. One of these days, I will actually kill an enemy. Someday in the future. Ooh.
Out. Also out. A lot of enemies over here.
You might even see
Predator
there.
with marksman is acceptable. I'm sorry, Paragus.
What?
That
No,
is not true.
no.
That is factually not true.
Oh my god, no. I did that once.
Nope. Off the map.
Once.
Yes! 7! Can I get double digits off the map? Oh, wait. Is this a chance? Ah, no.
Even as someone who is notorious for giving bad weapons a pass because they become usable with marksman, I would never agree with that statement.
Enemy is regrouping.
Marksman and Predator is
What's
just
up, and how's it
so
going?
painful.
Just like, what a specific kind of misery to inflict on yourself.
So this has been the most enemies I've ever knocked off the map in one match. I
yeah?
realize.
Nice.
Currently on 8.
Nice.
Oh.
I did not previously think of Condor much in that way. And you know what? Has worked out. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, no, he's already dead. Darn, that was an option. That was a possibility right there. Might have been able to knock him off. Now I really want to see if we can get to double digits. Charging any day now would be great. Oh, where'd you...
Oh, whoops.
Ow.
Thank you.
Vormav, I'm loving this, like, non-synergy we have, where we both just keep warping the same enemies. Oh no, my Predator is out of ammo. Tragic. The amount of nothing we're accomplishing. Really beautiful. And the thing is, it would be, since we keep aiming for the same enemies, it could be so productive if either of us just used a different ability. Like if I used Singularity or you used Throw.
So close yet so far.
Yeah.
We're just both being stupid. And obstinate. Just...
That does describe us, though.
I was about to say, not out of character. What even?
Did I see a bomber flying
Oh,
above
wait.
Vormev's head?
Wait.
Oh, on the hill back there, Vormev, I think.
Wait, what? Oh, jeez. This would be a good time to use throw, right?
Fire explosions.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. I mean, like, sure, if you're offering.
Vormev!
I saw the kill streak. I was like, oh no, did you? Oh no, no.
Will-
No. Wait, it's mine. It's mine. It must be mine. Yes!
Okay, in my defense, not that there's much. I didn't have a full kill streak. It was because Vids and I timed it just right.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Wait,
On your first one?
wait, what? No,
I
wait,
was just
what?
walking around.
What happened?
I did not have a kill streak that time.
I only had 4 targets. Lids also nuked at the same time at different
I nuked.
Was it you?
What?
Yeah, no, that was
I
not me.
thought it was Lids.
That was not
I
me.
nuked, and that's why I was
I got the
immediately
second one.
mad at you.
I got the
No,
second kill streak.
It's the simultaneous nukes. So I didn't have a full kill
I'm
streak.
about to die, I think. I killed something with the Predator. I don't know how,
No, surely you must be
but it
kidding.
happened. Actually, though, I think the only reason that could possibly have happened is because of my incendiary ammo. I don't think that, like, that's very much why I took it. I was like, you know, this gun can't do much, but it can at least do this.
Enemy is down to 1.
Oh, ow. Or not ow.
It's-
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
That was weird. Did I just teleport from one cover to another?
Enemies are disrupting our long-range communications.
All right, I'm on it.
Ow. Oh, but
I
another
saw
kill
you
streak.
running
What's the
this
other
way,
kill streak?
Vormav.
I could have beaten you to it, but I
Nope.
decided to be kind.
No. You could not have. I was closer.
Wait, I only have half? Here's
Oh,
what I charge?
does anyone want to deal with this prime, perhaps?
Sure.
I mean, oh,
There we go.
I did charge it.
How about the other one?
Oh.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, there is another one over here as well.
Can't kill both of us at the same
Ow.
time.
Dark. Half are offline. Team member has gone dark.
Oh, that's not a good place.
Vormav, you just teleported like crazy on my screen.
Guys, what's happening?
It's just fine.
We're just having a good time. I was thinking the same exact thing.
Guys,
What?
why chaos everywhere?
Chaos is my middle name.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
Really?
Oh, great. Yeah, sure. I'll do one of the worst devices in the game. Why not? Bormap, I envy you and your Avenger kills.
Ow. Exactly, Paragus, exactly.
What? Pyro, where? Finally, I killed a prime with the predator.
Well done.
The greatest insult of them all.
If only Geth could feel shame.
Maybe they can. Maybe that would be the first like true emotion they experience. You know?
That was supposed to be a missile launcher, actually. That was several times.
You know-
the missile launcher.
Oh, finally!
No,
Right.
that was the group I was gonna missile for the kill streak as well. No.
Haha.
Oh.
Redemption.
That ruins
At long
everything.
last, redemption. Ah!
Off the map with you.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
You know, it
Oh,
took me
that's a lot of
about
enemies
8
over there.
waves to figure out how to use this character
Oh,
in any
this is the
capacity.
chance. This is the
but-
chance. Oh no! We just so close. So close. That was almost 9 right there.
$35 seconds.
Stagger around. Ooh, a pyro. Oh, there. That's gonna hurt as well. I think it's gonna have to stay at 8.
Yeah. 10 seconds.
Enemies down. Good shooting.
Captain Vormav?
I did notice that as well. Apparently, that is Vormap's new title.
And what a title it is, wow.
That is an interesting case
Yeah,
to be
that's
made
a good
there.
point, actually. Yeah, I like choose characters and choose weapons. I think those should definitely cost more than the other two.
An interesting point. So, technically speaking, we still have some things carrying over here. It was...
Oh, but didn't they get refunded?
Some of them did, but I know for B-Man we deliberately held off on.
Yeah, he gets enemies, I think, from last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, you already chose characters. Whoops. Well, that's fine.
What's our main? My main is totally the the Cabal is my main.
Listen, Slasher, I know we're all having fun trying to waste our points here, but you don't need to also waste yours. Wait, when? When did that happen?
Guys,
What?
guys, let's just chill out a little bit, okay?
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm so confused.
Slasher did that?
Already? Oh wait, he's saying, are you informing Slasher that they've already been redeemed, or are you saying that Slasher has already redeemed them?
Also format, or rather, Hoden, I was kidding. I'm deliberately trying to have Steel Wolf give me something other than the Cabal.
Okay, gotcha.
No, it backfired! I was kidding!
So I know that it's a typo, but I love the idea of the New York Fury.
Wait, what?
NY
What?
Fury.
Wait, I want to play the New York Fury. I'm so curious as to what that would mean. What is the New York Fury?
I guess we'll never know.
Wait, who asked that?
What is your actual main, Lids?
My actual main is probably Vorcha Sentinel or Base Human Adept or Geth Trooper.
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the board too. I don't really have a real main anymore.
I do like Flamer, but I also like Base Human Adept.
Vorcha Sentinel.
Is that what I'm actually getting here rather than my joke of a main Cabal that I am horrendous at and was hoping that
Looks
you would
like
give me
it.
the exact opposite of? Yeah, custom challenge is mostly there for if there's something out of the ordinary that you want us to do in terms of the actual gameplay, like only kill using a certain type of skill or, you know, something more unusual than just like take this weapon, take this character, and so on and so forth. Ah, you want us to go to Plat with our best characters. I see. In that case, on Plat specifically, I would probably prefer the Geth Trooper instead.
Oh, I don't I don't usually take the Fury to Plat, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. That's a little scary.
Steel Wolf, would you mind if I used my actual main instead? Because, like, I do love the Fury, but she is not the character that I would say I am the most comfortable with at higher difficulty. Okay. No, like, the Fury, I think she has the most fun gameplay, but when it comes to just, like, getting things done, then there is one. You know,
She's not always the most practical.
Yeah, no.
Biotically punching
But
people in the face?
She
Awesome.
tries her best.
Yeah.
Slasher.
Broken shaman.
With the Rieger.
Absolutely. Vormav,
Like,
you Like you have a few characters that you play more than others.
Yeah, like go-tos for me would be like Human Infiltrator or Turian Sentinel or Phoenix Adept.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like I don't see you play those characters very often, though.
Well, we do a lot of requests around
That's
here.
true.
So.
Those characters, the base Infiltrator does not get requested at all, it feels like. Even when we're doing
Nope.
base characters.
It's because it's not a very interesting character.
I love it.
I know you do.
N7 challenge, maybe? After this one? Possibly. I don't think we've done any today. No.
Oh, also, I just remembered that I redeemed weapons.
So...
Oh.
Real? So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Lids, you cannot use the Acolyte.
No! Okay, fine. My baby.
That's my only restriction for you. For Vormav, it is
I'm
going
crushed.
to...
I'm crestfallen.
It is going to depend. Vormav...
So what do you want me to play, Steel? Like those are all pretty close to a main, but okay, I can do that.
Wait, Moldurka, are you not playing GI?
I did see his infiltrator right now is something like level 9. I don't know if he's avoiding it for that reason. He does it all the time on gold, but on plat that might be enough of a barrier.
You know, that's fair.
So what weapon do you want me to not use for this?
Actually, there... You know what? Just out of spite, I would like you to use the Piranha just so that Slasher has to look at it and know that it's there.
Well, you know, I've never actually used the Piranha on this before.
I'm shocked. It's almost like there are other shotguns that might be more useful for the... Well, no, I guess it doesn't really matter.
They're all just placeholders for the Omni Blade.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can use a gun on him, like the Venom in particular. Fun time.
Slasher's like, this is the only viable use for the Piranha. Oh, hold on.
Actually, I should use... Theoretically, I should be using a choke.
Theoretically.
I think that's the better order.
Vormav, I was instinctively
no.
about to choose armored compartments.
Arrogance, we've been there, done that. That is true. That is, it's not an N7S challenge, but we had some impromptu challenge-esque things that we did earlier today, including Paragus' match in which we went with the Claymore with no smart choke. And actually, and the objective was to get 20 headshots for just at least 2 people on the team. We actually got everyone to get it, I think. And it was not that bad.
Claymore doesn't really need it because Claymore is one of the shotguns that fires 1 pellet consistently down the middle.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was helping us out then. Okay, let's not do Geth Condor.
Has anyone redeemed the other things?
I'm pretty sure about 5 people have, yes. The
Yeah,
question
I think
is...
everything else
Where?
has been. I think we're waiting for. Was it Steel Wolf? No, it was.
B-Man, I think, had enemies?
Yeah. One of B-Men had, and Steel had enemy, and the other had map.
Jared, I think you would like
I
this
thought
game.
those got refunded, though. Did they not?
Some of them did, but not all of them did.
Okay.
Yeah, B-Man, I think you had enemy. If there's a specific one that you'd like for us to do.
Paragus, weapons have already been chosen. I'm
That
sorry
one
to
legitimately by about 5 people.
yeah.
Uriel, Steel Wolf, possibly
No.
B-Man, Slasher,
No,
and now
Paragus,
you.
I'm sorry. I've already chosen. Vormav can have his smart choke. I'm so sorry to announce. It doesn't matter because he's not going to use the gun regardless, but he's allowed to mod it however he likes.
There will be a handful of occasions where I do fire it. It's not going to be entirely meaty.
All right.
Plat changes things a bit.
Hmm. What?
See, I think, what if we establish B-Man has...
And just because I'll probably be in bed by the time Paragus's request makes it through the queue, I'll comply with the no smart choke because it doesn't really matter.
I think it was in jest, because we did it earlier today.
Yeah,
Fine.
Vormav, just follow your heart, chase your dreams.
Maybe I should go ultralight. I don't know.
Like I can't even look at you. You know, just for that, Vormav, I want you to use the Rieger.
Oh.
Oh, the ultimate punishment.
What you get? It's what you get.
Everything has been picked numerous times. And that's not an exaggeration.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Reapers is the enemy.
Reapers. Is
good.
anyone
Just use
is
that.
anyone picking the map? Is that happening?
I thought that was Steel Wolf.
Is what?
Gotta go cheese. I might as well cheese it.
What, with Incendiary? Is that what that was?
Oh, you bet.
Okay.
You bet.
Well, Steel Wolf says wasn't me.
Flasher.
Okay.
Flasher.
I mean, at this rate,
Please.
if no
Flasher,
one has
please.
redeemed. Fergus?
Paragus, why would you say that?
Vancouver.
Oh, you would.
Vancouver.
You would.
Okay.
You.
And I probably don't want. I feel like Geth Scanner would be a waste then. Alright.
He just sees that half of us can't get grabs, is what has just happened here.
Oh, yeah.
And then one
Oh,
of
they're
us
going
will
jug.
actively not try to get them.
Yeah, I probably will not go out of my way to do it. Despite being one of the 2 people who can actually get grabs here.
Yeah. Wait, Lids, weren't you told to take the Vorcha Sentinel?
It was take my preferred character, and then I said it was probably either Vorcha Sentinel or on Plat, I would actually prefer Geth Trooper.
Ah, okay.
Not sure if I ever got definitive confirmation that that was okay, but I think the general idea was just take your preferred character, I haven't heard any disagreements or any qualms with my going Geth Trooper, so I think I'm still okay with it.
Fair enough.
Okay. I think we're all set up. Whenever you guys are ready. So, doing Plat this time round, notably, is the big difference. I do like that it's Reapers, though.
So do I.
Okay.
Strategically significant target has been located
Where is our spot?
in this area.
Is the
Enemy
question.
forces incoming.
Probably back here.
This will be textbook. I'm gonna try and get synced on every wave. Just
Oh.
just because you said that.
Oh.
Well, okay, maybe not right at the beginning of the wave though.
Oh, hey, Bruce.
Get the badge. Come on.
Wait, do you take Batarian Gauntlet, Volturka? How did I not realize you were doing that? Okay, that admittedly was an opportunity for a grab. Is still potentially an opportunity for a grab, and I am going to get greedy and see if I can get it. Unless if he throws a grenade at me. That does complicate matters a bit. I did walk straight into the grenade. No, it was there. It was, oh, it's there. It's there. Okay, there we go.
I wish anyone had just seen that shot, because it was incredible.
Wait for it. Come on, get closer. Get closer. Except, okay, fine. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. That's fine. We'll do it. We'll do it. That works too. All right, now we'll actually contribute for the team effort. Now we'll actually do our job. Punch him, Molderka! Punch her! Oh, I'm sorry, I stole the kill.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Here they come.
Yeah, everyone has more health, everyone deals more damage. And a larger variety of enemies, even though it is technically listed as Reapers, we will still see... We'll see Reapers every wave, but we'll see some other enemy types behind you. Muriel.
Me. Oh, yeah.
We'll see some other enemy types every now and again.
What was behind me?
Just us. I claimed it.
Oh,
Just it.
okay. Anyway, Reapers on flat is really just oops all banshees. Like that's all that it amounts to.
Thanks, guys.
That's not what I meant
No
to do.
way, Marauder. Also, Marauders surprisingly very dangerous.
Yeah, Marauders are walking machine guns on flat, and I don't know why that is. Like, it's just them, not any of the other...
Yeah, they're worse than turrets.
Yeah.
Stay away. Stay away! Uh-oh. Thank you, Moldorka, for distracting her. I appreciate that. Meanwhile, I will burn down your shield. And continue to steal your kills.
I'm reading only one more left. Mission accomplished. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
All right, guys.
What
It's
do we get?
time. I like how the warlord was like mid grunt and then said hunter.
Hunter!
That's literally exactly what happened. Amazing.
And as we were saying before, how do they know they're hunters? Of all enemies.
Warlord
It's
senses.
vibes, Lids. It's just
Warlord.
vibes.
Oh, I did not see that. Hey, Banshee. Well, that's another pyro. That was not my pyroing. Can't you come down this way? On left side of this staircase?
Ammo? What?
But that is... Did not make that up. Thought I heard it. Nope.
You know, Vormav, I was gonna say this is just like old times, but this is nothing like our plat duos because, weirdly, you're very alive.
Enemies inbound.
What is this, Paragus? Ow. Also, ow.
Teamwork.
Oh, there's more.
There's always more.
But wait, there are more hunters. Aloha. Oh, look out. Look out, Team Gilmore. We're safe now. Oh, we're not, though.
I'm gonna be honest, Lids, I got extremely confused just then because the moment that you said that, Moldurka put up the Hex Shield and I was like, wait, how is Lids the jug? Like, it coincided perfectly.
Oh, I did. Oh no, this swarmer's gonna kill me! I didn't get them all.
What happened? Lids.
I was focusing
Not
on the
even on the
Ravagers. And then there was a hunter that was the last enemy in the wave, and I had to ignore the swarmers for a bit to deal with the hunter right in front of me. And the swarmer killed me. Let's go around and get these Ravagers. Oh, that's the other Ravager. Oh, even more Ravagers. Okay, that's not fair. I specifically went here because I thought I could get you up close and personal. From long range, it's obviously advantage you. And that is not what I signed up for. Also, some good old-fashioned left hand disadvantage. The disrespect to lefties, I won't stand for it.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that describe your life? Left-hand disadvantage?
And honestly, it does in so many ways. Found you. That's not where I wanted to go. And that's gonna hurt. Thank you. That was bold, but I appreciate it.
Drone went dark here. Recover its data before the enemy gets a crack at it.
You know, it's really for the best that I didn't get the opportunity to choose the map for this.
How's that?
I was gonna pick Hydra.
Why would you do that?
Or hurt you.
Oh, hello.
Obviously. What kind of question even is that?
Now, Lancer was very confused there. Did not know when and where to make sounds.
Like you don't even know me, Vormap. Aw, little Geth turret. Doing its best, being a friend.
Anyone know if this Atlas has shields?
No idea.
Well, it's dead now. So I'm gonna guess the answer is no.
Oh, a guardian! I didn't even know there were guardians on this wave.
I saw the health bar of a swarmer while I was looking at the corpse of a brute. And I thought
Oh, not
this-
the Atlas. Damn it.
Vormav,
I thought the brute was alive.
what did you do?
I wanted to nuke the Guardian.
I can't even look at you.
Phantoms.
That's accurate.
And engineers. I hate this wave
Engineers
already.
past tense.
I'm afraid there are probably more where that one came from.
How dare you set up turrets?
Oh, that's a phantom. Of course that's a phantom. Of course that's a phantom. No! The walking death machine! It is Marauder shields.
Oh no.
They said, don't worry.
Oh, multiple turrets at OG.
Yep, there sure are.
Nice.
Oh, hello, Phantom. Didn't realize you were a part of this party. Well, or you were at least.
Is Banshee gonna try to kill me right now? Oh, hello, flip-flopping phantoms all over the place.
Squad member needs help.
Thanks for stopping by, B-Man. Of course. Good to have you. Oh, look out.
Some good work down there. Enemy is regrouping. Enemy force approaching. Copy that.
Vormav and I just doing laps around the arena. Don't mind us.
Yep, as we do.
As one does in general, really. Like, how else do you play Mass Effect 3?
Cardio. It's all cardio.
Yeah. Oh my god! Of course it was a single Marauder.
Bring a couple
Wow,
Banshees
alright.
back behind us. You're welcome.
Oh, I hope I don't die as a... Okay.
Not a bad idea, Moldurka. Not a bad idea.
The one time when I'm, like, not recording my screen, and I just got maybe the best grab I have ever gotten.
Nice.
Team member offline.
Did I just get killed by the Phantom that I killed? That's confusing.
There was a Phantom that I just killed, if that makes any sense.
I didn't see a Phantom, but apparently I killed a Phantom, and then a Phantom killed me. Also, in the name of things not being visible, that is an invisible bandit.
Yeah.
And I think I'm right next to her. She was about to sink me, so thank you for killing her. Not sure if I've ever been synced by an invisible bandit before. That is true.
I don't think you can.
Really?
Lids, if you don't believe in them, then they're not real and they can't hurt you.
I don't think they can be invisible while they're teleporting.
No, they can't.
Oh, what? I totally thought the wave was over.
I like that. Is anyone else seeing the incredibly weird way that the particle rifle is refracting? And also, it was completely silent?
What?
It was branching off at like 90-degree angles.
Oh.
And also firing silently.
I don't think it was silent for me.
It was pretty amazing.
Oh. Okay, I would like more of the husks and less of the banshees, please.
I want more Banshees and fewer husks.
Would anyone like some of these phantoms?
No.
I'm gonna pass,
No.
but thank you.
No. You can have those.
Oh, cool! I'm getting all of the fun, invisible types of enemies. Love
Oh,
that.
okay, so you're getting the hunters too then.
Love that for me.
That
Yeah.
explains why I don't see it. Oh, there's one.
Ah, ah. Oh my god! Stop that! You stop that! Okay, you know...
Oh, that's a phantom as well. Ah! What? Is that the phantom? There's a wall between...
You know,
Two
this
months.
is just like old times because
Thank you.
here we are on Plat and Vormav is across the map while I'm getting murdered.
I was just next to you and I backed off because you had it in hand. You're doing fine.
When? Flanked by by hunters and phantoms repeatedly.
Goody gumdrops. Easy husk kills. Teleporting husk kills. Phantoms. Not as fun. Not as straightforward.
Something about a
Oh,
juggernaut with a Batarian gauntlet that never fails to bring a smile to my face.
Same. It is a sight to behold.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. We've got intel that strategic enemy personnel are on site. Locate the targets and terminate.
Okay, may be able to get these. Yep, I'm on it.
Enemy target has been
Nice. I mean, do we just want to kill this one? Or, okay, maybe not.
I wanted to join in on the fun. I hadn't gotten to nuke anything.
Vormav, I glanced over at you just in time to watch you melee that Ravager to death, and it was just like it was exactly out of grunts mission.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely perfect timing, perfect angle. Well done. Well, that's another thing.
Oh yeah, Liz, there's also a phantom, right, in the direction you're running? Okay.
Oh. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, the one that I just hit switched to Rude with.
What?
We were on the opposite side of cover. She went over in one direction, I went over in the other.
Oh my god.
Wait, oh, that phantom?
Yes, that exact phantom, as it turns out. You could post a missed connections ad.
Thank you.
Oh my god! Spicy? Ha ha!
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Why did I get ammo?
Shuttle inbound.
Why did you?
I don't know.
It's not like you have a gun.
Really?
Oh, I was
I mean, you're not really.
looking for more than that.
Oh.
Oh, you live! The Banshee got hit, but lived.
Yeah. Yeah. What, was she teleporting? Or?
No, she just had a 1 bar armor left.
Insulting, quite frankly. Oh. Oh my god!
Oh, no, 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 no!
No! Oh. Thank you, whoever did that.
It was more moldy than me.
Oh, hi, Phantom.
Oh, I did not see her. Also, she's not dead. Now she's dead.
Five seconds.
Oh. A little too primey for me over here.
20 seconds. Right, let's see. Ah! 2 phantoms! Neither of which were visible. Yeah. Sometimes all you need to do is believe in yourself. I was so confused for a second. I was like, why do I have a grab medal?
What? You do have a grab medal.
Yeah,
Your perfect grab.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
right!
happened
The
was
perfect grab!
I ran over because I was like, oh, I can see that marauder right near cover. And so I ran over, got in cover. The marauder started to just like shuffle to the side, and I just like chased after him. And somehow, I think he got like a pixel too close, and I grabbed him immediately, and then almost died. It was beautiful.
Glorious. Geth Busters sounds familiar to me, Hodin.
I did it with Hodin, but I guess that means he didn't get a chance to see it because he was doing it.
Is that with Geth? Or is that against Geth? Are we, the Geth, doing the busting? Or are we busting other
That
Geth?
is against Geth. Solarian Engineer, Turian Sentinel, Solarian Infiltrator, Turian Ghost.
And other than that, is there anything in particular? Both Solarians, Turian Ghost, and Turian Sentinel? What's up, Mojo Daddy? It's been a little while. How are you?
What? There's a team that did this without me?
Is this a plat and gold challenge? I feel like I've done this on gold.
It is plat and gold.
Yeah, okay. That's why it sounds familiar. This may be on the potentially quite long list of ones that Lids never turned in. I would not rule that out.
I would be willing to try this. However, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open OBS, and it may cause my video card to become upset. So,
Okay.
we'll see if that happens. It's gonna be a gamble, because if it does greatly upset my video card, I will have to restart my computer, and my computer has to update, so I will be gone forever and you will never see me again.
Oh.
At least for not for another 10 years anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't see me until next decade. How lucky am I feeling, guys?
I don't know.
Just go for it.
Just do it.
Yes, I did it and nothing bad happened.
Noise.
You'll love to see it. Whew.
But yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Mojo Daddy. Good to see you again. So it was against Geth. Is there a specific arena we're supposed to do?
Regular Ghost, not Hazard.
Regular Ghost. Okay.
Like, of course it's Ghost, because we're busting them.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, we're busting
Only
the Geth.
only cryo ammo allowed. Oh, particle rifle. We have to.
He was both Solarians, the Turian Sentinel, and the Turian Ghost, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have any
Cryo
preferences?
Cryo ammo on the particle rifle is like,
Oh, you raise a good point.
why this combination of things? To hurt me? Yeah, you know, Slasher, I kind of do wish that. I should have just pretended that it did.
Oh, no!
Oh, sorry, guys, I have to leave immediately. Hmm. Yeah,
So-
honestly, as far as character preference goes, weirdly, I wouldn't want to use the ones that I'd normally gravitate toward.
Oh,
So I wouldn't want to use the Turian Sentinel or Solarian Infiltrator, because I wouldn't enjoy either of those with the particle rifle.
Is everyone using the particle rifle? Is that the way it works?
Everyone
Yeah.
uses particle rifle with cryo ammo.
Okay.
Missile requirement. No armored compartments.
No nukes until 3 waves survived have been made.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, 3 waves survive metal required. I don't want to do this.
Oh. That is
Particle rifle
more
and 3
difficult.
waves survived.
That is a fair bit more difficult. Is that a deal breaker?
I mean, there are already a few deal breakers here for me, but...
Also, Moldurka would like to go to sleep.
Okay.
Otherwise, he will fall asleep in the middle of the game. It may or may not
Bye,
be
Moldurka.
6 a.m. for him. I was going to ask at one point, Moldurka, if you were staying up late or waking up early. But I think that may answer that question.
Thanks for the games, Moldy.
Thanks for stopping by.
Let's see. Let's see.
So we do theoretically have a spot in that case, if anyone would like to jump in. We're talking about maybe doing Geth Busters, maybe some other
if
challenge.
if no one can join in, then we actually can't do Geth Busters
Oh,
because it has to be exactly
no.
4 players. So
What a shit. Yes, 6
sorry,
a.m.
sorry guys.
Paragus is still awake. I take that to mean that Paragus is perhaps interested.
Slasher's willing to use
Slasher?
the PP.
Slasher, I don't want to do it.
You understand how
Slasher.
much Slasher hates the PPR? This might be worth it. This might be worth the suffering.
No, because Vormav, I will also be suffering.
The crowd is getting behind Slasher. Paragus is as well. If you hate the particle rifle, then give it a shot, Slasher, they say. You had
Alright,
me
if-
until the 3 waves survived.
If we must do this, I'm going ghost.
Okay. No pressure.
Absolutely have to.
No pressure.
And I have exactly enough time for 1 attempt.
But the challenge is named after you.
Oh, well, also, we can only do 1 more game before Vormav has to leave, so do we want to use that on a likely failed attempt of Geth Busters? is what I ask you now.
Wouldn't that be enjoyable? That it would be quick and over and done with?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I simply do not know.
Paragus is like,
I'm a-
you better not purposely throw this thing.
up for
Oh,
whatever.
who would do that? Surely not I.
Theoretical statement. Are we married to the Geth Busters challenge? Or do we just want any N7S challenge and that would do?
I think doing another challenge would be perfectly fine.
Whatever's fine by me.
As long as it is not the best shot.
I have an idea.
Oh,
I can hop off and you 3 can do a certain challenge written by a certain somebody.
All right.
oh
Okay.
no.
So, which of those challenges are you thinking of, Slasher?
I think it starts with the U, has a second word too. It starts with an
I
M.
know
well,
exactly
there-
what that
No,
is.
I'm very vague. I'm very unclear on the details.
You know, there was another challenge by I can't remember who it was, but we might be thinking of the same person that I would rather be doing. And it starts with an M.
I don't remember what this theoretical person's second challenge may or may not be.
Yeah, the theoretical person doesn't exist, by the way.
No, definitely not. They're probably like some hive mind creature that's technically hanging out in dark space or something like that.
I seem to recall there's a 3-person challenge where you have to use these certain weapons.
Can you narrow it down a bit?
And it's on Ghost Hazard on Plat, and you have to get 150 weapon kills.
Ah, yeah, it was written by the same theoretical person.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
thought
exist.
so. if that person did exist, then it would be the same person who did the other challenge that you may or may not be thinking of.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Alright, so what are we doing?
We can do good Ghost Gethbusters, sorry. I mean, imagine, Wormo, I hate the PPR. It's
Oh,
probably,
I know.
it's
How
my
do
second
I
least
know?
favorite weapon, but I'm still willing to do it.
What, to make
You,
me
you don't need to
suffer?
convince me, but
No, then we can both diss on the PPR the entire game, Mirel. Isn't that fun? We can spend the entire game talking about how bad that weapon is.
I think it is because you want me to suffer, actually. I think you're lying. Not even gonna try to deny it, huh? I see.
Well, that's not lying, right?
Thanks, Odin. Fergus is like, come on, guys. Either you're doing it, or you're not.
Wait, what other requirements are there? You know, I just had a thought.
Oh?
Guys, I just had a thought. Hold on,
Okay.
I need to use a respec card really quick. Just
Admitting-
had a beautiful, wonderful thought.
Committing the respect card, and that's how you know you're serious.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, I will very quickly show you. I will give you a small hint as to what I'm thinking. There we go.
Is it what Fergus was just talking about in chat?
Oh yeah, coincidentally. Yes.
Huh.
so what are we doing?
Specifically for this challenge? Or...
Yeah.
Oh. Dear.
I never used this character, so I don't care.
So you want to do Gethbusters?
Except with a slight catch. One that Slasher would, I assume, very much approve of.
Hmm.
Do you mean the melee?
I do mean the melee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so who else? Who's playing what?
I was...
I kind of want to do the Solarian Engineer, but I'm flexible. I don't.
okay.
Not wedded to one character.
I was thinking Solarian Engineer until this whole melee monkey wrench got thrown into the equation, and now I don't know what to say or think.
I can be the Infiltrator. Let's see. You can
Let's
be the
see.
Engineer. No issues. I'll switch to the Infiltrator.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. How does the... Interesting. Do I want pack capacity or duration? That's the question.
By the way, how are the uploads of the challenges we did last time coming along?
They're on YouTube, and I named them with the names of the challenges, so it's gonna be easy to find them.
Oh, we made progress.
Nice.
Thinking ahead. Thank you, past lids. Future lids will appreciate that.
Alright, let's see.
It must
Let's
be cryo
see.
ammo.
Yeah. I kind of want to take the Batarian Gauntlet, though.
So it has to be Turian Ghost, Turian Sentinel, Solarian Engineer, Solarian Infiltrator.
Paragus, you just got censored for posting a link.
How dare you, Paragus?
Rookie mistake.
Nightbot will decapitate you.
Hey, Slasher.
Hello.
Should I Batarian Gauntlet
Yes.
or okay? Say no more.
Okay, what are you about to say after the Battalion Gauntlet?
I mean, all out melee, apparently.
No, I was going to say, should I Batarian Gauntlet or should I just just hydraulic joints and use, armature?
Do both.
What do you mean do both?
Your running melee will still be the regular hydraulic thingy,
right.
and now by pounding the ground, you can get rid of enemies' heads.
Wait, hold on. What? Would I do more damage by using
No. So if you do the running melee, your actual Turian heavy melee damage.
No. But like just using the Batarian Gauntlet, do I do more damage with that than I would by doing my regular heavy melee with hydraulic joints?
I have to check. Don't know the numbers off the top of my head.
I am disturbed by the fact that you don't immediately know this. Who even are you?
The theoretical person. That's who I am.
Oh, Silent, thanks for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? Were you playing some Mass Effect as well?
So no, you don't do. You do less damage with the regular melee than the Batarian Gauntlet.
Wait, what? What are you? What?
So the Turian's heavy melee base value is 600. The Batarian Gauntlet is 800. So.
No, but even with
how that
hydraulic joints, it would still be a bit less, right?
Yeah, how much is that? It's only a 15% or something.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it would still be less.
Yeah,
Do
690 versus 800.
Do I want cyclonics for more survivability or adrenaline to run in and punch things faster?
I think we've already established that you are trying to do everything in your power to throw this match.
I'm not doing it to throw it. I'm doing it because I want to play this on my terms in a way that I think will be funny.
Core, thank you for the sub.
I think
Gotta have
both
those
the
Mass
options,
Effect emotes.
both the options you mentioned are incorrect. The correct answer is obviously stabilization module, which is essential for the PBR.
Oh my
You're
god.
right.
Oh my god. What are you guys
I'm a
doing?
fool.
Oh man.
The tagline for that is you can never have it. You can never have enough accuracy.
So, in case it wasn't clear, we are trying to do the Geth Busters challenge, and
Everyone else is doing cyclonics, though. I guess I'll be nice.
things have gone a little off the rails with some of our plans.
I don't know what you're
Plans.
talking about.
Nah,
This
it's
is-
all according to plan.
Yeah.
Batarian Gauntlet, Melee, Turian Ghost just makes all of the sense in the world.
Irel, how is your connection to Litz's host? Is it very good or is it slightly laggy?
It's fine. Like, it's not laggy, it's just kind of buggy.
So for the Batarian Gauntlet gimmick,
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
you need a bit
But,
of
I
lag.
mean, listen, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Here we go, first try.
What could possibly go wrong?
But yeah, you know, the best way to bust ghosts is to
It's the ghost bust.
it's to just slam dunk them into the ground,
Oh
which is
my
what I
God.
plan on doing.
Oh
or
my
just
god.
punching their heads off.
But Irel, what you plan on doing and what will happen are two entirely different things, aren't
Yeah,
they?
of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
that's why I wanted to go with the engineer. But I feel like
Oh, also remember, guys, we can't get a 3-wave survived until
We
Yeah,
can
missile.
no,
missile
we
until
can't
3 waves.
missile until after we get 3. Oh my god.
but what if we can't get 3-wave survived until we missile?
Yeah.
Alright, so the plan is to survive waves 8, 9, and 10, and use all these on wave 11.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That
Sounds
follows.
good to me.
It's very important to speed up the extraction wave.
Very important indeed.
No! No!
Overheating particle rifle instance number 1.
Yeah.
Wait a second! Wait, wait, guys?
Wow,
Yeah.
you died?
Why are
I'm
we doing this on
surprised.
flat?
I'm
Why are we doing this on
surprised.
flat if we have the option of not doing it on flat?
I thought
Guys?
I thought we were doing it on plat the entire time. Was this not clear
What?
that we were doing
What?
this on
No!
plat the entire
This
time?
was never communicated. A single time. Why are we doing this on flat? Hey guys! Why?
That's what
Like,
I thought
I
you were throwing.
No. Like, I wasn't going to change my plan either way. Like, I'm still doing this. It's just more belligerent now. Oh, hello. You know what?
Team member has gone dark.
What? What happened to? Oh, there you are. Please don't blow up. Also, there are more enemies out here.
Yeah. Oh my god. Why is this a... Why does this challenge... Like, why?
Why does this challenge? Great question.
Overheating
Well, like,
again.
why... The thing that I'm wondering is why would you ever want cryo rounds for anything on flat ever, you know?
Pretty much.
Like, why?
Thematic
Sincerely,
purposes,
why?
I think.
Don't you want to be cool?
Stay alert.
Actually, use it on the particle rifle so that it does not overheat as quickly.
God.
As everyone knows, cryo rounds mean that your weapons do not overheat as quickly.
Flatcher, I do have a tiny bit of lag.
Oh, good. So,
As it turns out, I do have the smallest bit of lag.
Wait, what? I wasn't looking. What I missed?
So, do you know about the Battalion Gauntlet off-host gimmick?
I don't think I do.
Okay, so let's say you're playing the Turian Ghost as Arel is right now.
Okay, sure.
The heavy melee basically does that ground pound, and it does not decapitate enemy heads.
Okay.
However, if you use the Battalion Gauntlet off-host, you can execute the running melee, and it will do the default Turian heavy melee while decapitating the heads.
Oh.
And it only works off-host with a little bit of lag. If the connection is very good, it doesn't.
Let me see if I can. Oh, nope, there's a prime. Let's see if I can find some other way of demonstrating. No, not ideal. Not ideal. Oh, wait, Lids. Come watch over here. I'm about to, wait, let's see if this works. Nope, missed.
Okay, I am gonna die, but...
No, I keep missing. No, come on. Yeah. I slam dunked so hard that his head came off behind me.
Oh. Okay, now, that is impressive. I will give you that. That is impressive.
You know, the best way to use this is obviously on the Destroyer. You literally stomp the ground and see the enemy's head go off.
Wait.
Oops.
Yes! I successfully did it to the prime. Yeah. This is all I want now.
So looks like we are doing the waves 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Bold of you to assume I will let us survive anyway.
Got the Ghostbusters music going.
Hey Vormav, how's it going?
I exist.
He's been very quiet.
He's confused by the antics of the other Turian. This is not what we're
Not
taught
so
in the
much.
military.
Not so much.
Love my decoy just chilling on top of the cover.
Oh, it's gonna go through the inside, isn't it?
Hey. Prime. That's not cool. That's not cool. Really?
I know there's a lot of stuff around that corner. I'm not really sure I want to go over there right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, crap,
okay.
yes,
Nope,
Slasher.
nope. Oh, hi there, turrets.
Oh, yep.
No.
Other prime.
Not like we haven't already had a death on this wave.
I don't recall any such thing. I don't know what you're talking
We're back to 3 waves survived, aren't we?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Also, I should probably use some actual abilities other than just my decoy.
Man, I'm really bad at judging distances.
I'm really bad at getting ammo when it's useless.
I did
I'm
that
really
right
bad.
as you said it.
I'm really bad.
Oh,
That's all.
hello, Phantom. Oh,
Should totally punch a Phantom's
That's
face
like
off.
the game.
going to.
Crashed.
No.
Oh
My
wait, no,
game
no.
crashed, everyone.
Yes! And I could have killed her, but instead I stood there and watched as I died.
Jump, which I think is a bit unfortunate.
Hold on, I think the challenge is invalidated now.
Did someone use a missile?
No, my game crashed.
Oh.
Oh, no one noticed. Great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, you just don't really matter. We didn't miss you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's been established that I'm just a theoretical person.
Yeah.
Wait, Slasher, did you make those challenges we were talking about?
No.
Then
It's
how
a
are you
theoret-
theoretical?
I am theoretical. I think that's established, right? You said you said during one stream that I don't actually exist.
Oh yeah.
Wait, this does sound vaguely familiar.
Exactly.
It does sound vaguely familiar.
Hey guys, why could my gun not just like cool down while I was dead? Why couldn't it just recharge itself?
You know, you
And
raise
that's
an
my
interesting
question.
point.
I know why you're using Cryo Ammo 4. If you unlock the Cryo Ammo 5,
Ah, of
therefore-
course.
Ah, you're right.
Kyriel, why didn't you use Cryo Ammo 5? That's the real
so
question.
Funny.
wait, so should I just rejoin or
Guys,
what are we
wait,
doing?
guys.
What are we? Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Oh.
You know,
Do we
I ask
really
myself
wanna-
that question every day.
Do we really want to keep doing this?
No, we
If it's
don't.
pointless? Yeah. So here, I'll revive you so you can die a more respectable way.
Okay. Thank you. Vormav, you're the only person who understands me. Come on, kill me, do it. Yes!
I don't want to. Oh.
Wait. The Phantom just killed me in a way that didn't produce any sound.
I mean, she did the usual sinky thing.
No, I didn't hear her make any sound as she was killing me.
I mean,
no sword noises.
I mean, I did watch her skewer you like a shish kebab.
Yeah, it did happen, but there was no sound when it happened. It's like I heard my own sounds of pain, but that was it. Oh, beautiful.
Any other day I would have said sorry that my game crashed and I ruined the challenge. But
Well,
nope,
Vormav.
nope.
I like how Vormav put in an honest effort. Everyone else either crashed or very much was not pulling their own weight.
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest here. Even if I hadn't been like messing around, I still would not have been pulling my weight on this at all. So, but at least I got to do it in a way that was fun. Vormav's tired chuckle says it all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that I think I've got enough time left in me for one more complete game, but I don't think maybe a plat challenge.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have a different challenge we'd like to do? I know challenges in general might take a little more time just to set up.
It's an unwritten challenge by the theoretical person where from a trio it's now a full team game.
Oh, that one.
But if only
I mean,
this theoretical person could further describe what this potential challenge might be.
It's just uncommon melee,
Oh, okay.
but now with full team. It's not an actual challenge. Not yet.
Wait, isn't?
It's a trio. It's not
Oh,
a full
okay.
team.
So I
But
know.
you know what? If you're willing to do it, I'll gladly exit the lobby. Just watch you do that challenge.
There are specific characters that we are and are not allowed to use for this one, so if we are going to go that route, then it... No, Silent!
That's Lid's favorite challenge.
I've said it like 5 times today. I will do any challenge other than best shot. Please not that one. The one challenge I will veto. And the best part is I don't even think Silent was here when I said that. So I think that was an honest, I just want you to try this challenge, and not an ill-intended attempt to, well, to spite me. That's the thing. I've played the best shot is the challenge that I've played more than any other challenge. And I also hate sniper rifles.
I do remember playing that challenge in one of your streams. The worst part is, I think I was the one who suggested it. So...
I probably
God.
begrudgingly just went, oh, okay, yep, sure, we'll do
And
it."
I think, I think that actually might have been the first time that you did that one.
No, it was the very first challenge I did. I did one like
Really?
right when I started
Oh, okay.
with Consensus. I think Dusk. I forget. Fourth person might have been Exlo.
The Viper was for Paragus. That doesn't sound like a thing that could be true on any level.
Weren't you convinced, Uriel, after the glorious performance of the Viper on Jade?
Yeah, when I had to shoot multiple consecutive headshots to kill anything.
Yep.
And also, I would shoot at enemies and they would just keep walking toward me as if nothing had happened.
I mean, earlier today, we had over 40 headshots for the entire team, everyone using the Viper on Hydra. We made it
was
work.
over 70 headshots.
Over 70?
Wasn't it? Wasn't that the count?
Yeah, you're right.
Also, at the risk of sounding extremely compassionate towards Varmav, we should pick one soon so that he can go to sleep.
This is true.
At the risk of sounding compassionate.
How dare you, Slasher?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Still, you already redeemed that. You don't need to
has
do it
redeemed
again.
characters about 3 times. Meanwhile, we're talking about doing challenges that would probably require that we use specific characters that would not comply with whatever Steelwolf wants us to do.
I mean, okay, I'm up for anything, but if you 3 want to do uncommon melee, then I will gladly
4
step up.
Furies.
4 Furies. That's Mean Girls, isn't it?
That's basically
Yeah.
Mean Girls.
Wait, Steelwolf, would you like us to do the Mean Girls challenge?
But, okay, that's gold or platinum, so you
Yeah.
can do it on gold.
This whole time, Vormav has been sitting there in complete silence.
Vormav has
I'm
been
resigned
shaking his
to my
head.
fate.
New York or LA Furies?
Oh, that's the real question. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're doing Mean Girl. Well, we're doing Mean Girls. I know you're supposed to take only pink characters. Not this time. No. You need to represent your city's colors.
It says on Wednesdays we wear pink. Today is not a Wednesday, so
That
it's
is
okay.
also true.
True.
That is also true.
I'm gonna be honest. Hearing Slasher directly, like, quote something from Mean Girls is insane to me.
Hold on. I don't know what Mean Girls is. I'm just reading the challenge. Okay, don't give me too much credit.
I was like, what is happening?
I found out that Mean Girls was a movie only after reading this challenge.
That's
Everything
not
goes-
difficult for me to believe.
Oh, what?
Is that too purple? It's supposed to be blue.
So wait,
Oh wait,
what? You're not going pink?
No!
Wait, so what? When you say you want us to represent our city's colors, what do you mean?
It's New York. Remember New York Fury and now LA Fury? I mean, I'm not doing New York Fury because I hate New York, but I'm required to hate New York.
I
You know,
don't even know what the colors of my city are.
Wait, you're
I have-
required to hate New York, you say? Interesting. What could that mean?
I'm from Boston.
Wait, really? I thought it was supposed to be a mystery this whole time where you're from.
I mean, I'm not actually from Boston, but Massachusetts.
I see.
And suddenly the mystery is gone.
I mean, I have said this before.
No,
Maybe not in a Mass Effect stream.
yeah. Well, can't believe this.
Alright,
Cannot
I'll
believe
just
this.
pick the colors of the state I'm in right now.
All true. I could go
That
state
seems the
colors, but my
easy
state
option.
colors are bad.
Wait, hold on.
Actually, I actually already had my state colors before I changed them.
So apparently have no points in my Fury.
Wait, which local sports team should I go with the like what? Pick a sport, guys. Pick a
Lasers.
sport.
Hopscotch. Hopscotch.
Scott.
Sorry, what, Lids?
I legitimately gave you a team.
I didn't hear what you said.
Well, I don't know if you want me to disclose the team of your local...
wait, did you say the Blazers?
I did.
Okay, I'll go for it then. All right.
Oh, there was
you
an
know-
old alternate jersey that had pink in it. Maybe I should go for that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's a horrible jersey. Everyone said it was salmon, but it was pink.
Can someone represent the Calgary Flames or the Red Wings? Detroit Red Wings. Ericus is requesting.
No?
Sorry?
That would be against my religion.
I understand for Mav. I also, if I were to go that route, I would have to be black and gold.
You want to know what's funny about the fact that I just modeled my Fury after the colors of a basketball team? For some unknown reason, for the past, I think, maybe the past year, my Fury's name has been, in all caps, Slam Dunk.
It was meant to be...
I sincerely do not know why.
It was meant to be...
I like how we all have like a common theme and then there's slasher.
Wait, what is the theme again?
No, but like look at everyone's
well,
loadouts.
I mean...
I haven't even looked at what I've got equipped yet.
Just take a quick peek.
Ah, I see. I mean, I would just quit the lobby if I'm
Oh,
forced to
It's
use
a bit
that
of a
weapon.
common theme here.
No one's forcing you to. It's just it's funny that you're the singular person who's like, no.
so no. Okay, no Crusader, Venom, Accolade, Rieger, Addis, or Harrier.
Wait, what? What?
Nope.
For the actual Mean Girls?
Yeah. Are we actually doing the challenge, or are we just
No, we're
playing
not.
for Furies?
Does that mean we
Yeah,
need to
no,
be pink
it-
for the challenge, and I'm deliberately not being pink?
Okay.
we're playing Furies from our like home sports teams.
Fair enough.
I went for the Red Sox, but... Or Revolution, or Patriots, really anything.
I'm literally looking up the jersey
Except
colors.
Celtics. Or Bruins.
Yeah, I'm actually not allowed to like you now, Lids. I didn't know you're from Boston.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do we really have ill will?
Um,
For 20... What was it? 7?
Yeah. 2011.
2011?
But who's counting?
Wait,
Who is-
what team are you representing, Orma?
The Canucks?
I have absolutely no idea which city that is from. My basketball knowledge starts with the fact that there's a player called LeBron James, and there was a player called Michael
It's-
Jordan.
it-
After
No,
that,
no,
nothing
don't
else.
interrupt. Don't interrupt him. It's
Okay,
fine.
I won't.
Go on.
What's this about LeBron James?
No, that's pretty much my entire basketball knowledge. I know that
Mhm.
there's a player called LeBron James, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
see. It turns out that is all you know about specifically basketball.
I mean, I know there's a ball that has to go into a hoop.
Alright, you know what? Just for this reason, I will change the colors of my town's basketball team.
I can't really have this color in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, lids. It definitely never came up, not around me at least, that you're from the general area of Boston, because I feel like that would have been mentioned if I said that, like, I was in Boston, like, not super long ago.
Yeah, I mean, the closest I guess I've said for Mass Effect streams was the whole references to whoopie pies and how I'm
Yeah.
close to where the whoopie pies are technically from, although not actually from there.
Hmm.
And that would have been Maine.
Oh, you guys are talking about ice hockey. Great. It's another sport I do not care about. Great. This is so great. All sports I have absolutely zero interest in.
Yeah, and then I said I was going to do the colors of my basketball team and then went for the hockey team instead. But now that you've called us out on it, I feel like I can't do this anymore.
The jig is up. And meanwhile, Vormav gets progressively more and more exhausted.
But I mean, that's our real goal here, right?
I have the confidence that this is going to be a quick game. Or Furies.
Once we move past the decorating phase.
I don't think this is close to the colors, but whatever. I don't care. This is close enough.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to what my plans were.
I'm gonna be so confused next time I play the Fury.
Oh, interesting. So the Canucks are a Canadian team. I didn't even know that Canadian teams and US teams play together or play against each other.
You're about to
so
say you
much
didn't
today.
even. I was about to.
I'm
I
learning
thought you
so
were about
much.
to say that you didn't even know Canadian teams existed.
Oh no, for hockey.
No, I mean,
No,
I
that's
know
fair.
that. I know that because I kind of vaguely follow the Olympics. But I didn't know that the Canadian teams and the US teams face off.
No, the thing is, Slasher, everyone does the Olympics, but outside of that, Canada doesn't have any sports. They don't know what sports are.
I don't know, the Canadian women's football soccer team is pretty good. Or pretty decent. Now, that's my area of expertise.
Slasher, are you gonna gear up?
That's introduced. No, I've been focused on figuring out what the
Wait, hold
colors
on.
are.
Canada is a country? I thought it was just a territory of the United Kingdom.
See, Steel Wolf, I'm pretty sure the only people who have hockey are like, people in like the northeastern U.S. I think that's the only place where that exists.
You mean ice hockey?
Oh, ice hockey.
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Because I'm a field hockey guy, so you know.
Browns from
There's
Canada.
a distinction. Don't just categorize everything under the same label.
We do have several. We may be making every Canadian in chat very mad at us right now.
Not Vormav, he doesn't care.
I might be too tired to care.
Oh, I'm the only person who hasn't readied up. My bad. I was too busy apologizing to the Canadians. I'm sorry. Alright, we need to take a look at each other's colors here.
I have no idea what.
A tactically significant area has been located.
Okay, Vormav. Oh, and we have the hazards, so the colors are all different and muted and whatnot.
Yeah, everything's all like
It's all messed
greenish, yellowish, grayish.
up. Hold on. I haven't seen
Disgusting.
Slasher. Whose color is that Slasher?
I mean,
That might be yellow?
I literally googled Denver basketball team and whatever colors it gave me.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Oh, I hope I don't immediately die. That would be embarrassing.
I'll probably beat you to it. I'm running your zero fitness build.
Ah, yeah, that's right, you are. I'm proud of you,
Hello and
Format, for
goodbye.
committing.
I can't believe I hadn't respect already. That's just crazy to me.
It's because you have self-respect. Because you know that you can do better than what you've been limiting yourself to.
I also learned that the Denver basketball team are called Nuggets. Interesting.
They're actually really good this year. Well,
Are they?
they're pretty solid.
I'm learning so much. This is such an informative stream.
You have a good basketball team.
I was forced to watch well, I say watch. I was forced to be present for a soccer game the other day.
Oh, see, I know that Denver's soccer team is pretty bad, which is sad. And Denver's basketball team being good is not good for me, because people will have conversations about it. And I just have to, you know, stare at them. If they were crap, nobody will talk about them, which is good for me.
Just tell them that Connor McDavid is the star player on your team. I apologize again to all Canadians.
Never apologize to the Canadians.
It's their job to.
I mean, Colorado's hockey team is doing a lot better than Edmonton's right now.
Oh. Who just got a biotic explosion off of my annihilation field? What happened?
Oh, ow.
Oh.
Get your Vids.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
Oh, I know what that was about.
Phrase. Oh my god.
I know what that was about.
Yeah, never thank Vormath if you can avoid it.
Especially not for revives.
No, that's just general
That is
advice.
true.
It's not even about revives.
That was supposed to be. What is that trying to do?
He was trying his best.
Denver McNuggets, exactly.
That's a better name than Denver Nuggets, honestly.
Sorry, what?
Not my
Ow,
words.
what?
Not my words.
No,
Arrogance
but like,
needs to take credit for that one.
What's the context? What is that even like riffing on?
Oh, that's the basketball team from Denver, is the Nuggets.
I just know that the Denver football team is called Broncos because I was forcibly dragged to a game.
Oh, slasher. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This was a mistake.
Where is Serial? That sounds like a place where I want to be right now.
Never mind. It ended in a complete anticlimax. I thought I was gonna get killed by a brute and or ravager, and I didn't. I didn't get killed by either of those, which is frankly a letdown.
That's what you get for playing a Fury. Let down.
Crushed like a bug in the ground.
Now I don't know whether to hate on the Fury or the Hurricane. It's a hard choice.
It's a lot of banshees over here, huh? Ow. That's also gonna hurt a lot. Thank you. But if you want to keep on teleporting next to me, that does actually kind of help. Not gonna lie, Banshee. Preferably when you know,
Ah,
have your shield.
cannibal! Oh, well.
Well, I dock channeled her a long time ago. But I'll take it.
She was walking around with your dark channel and like 1 bar of armor. And then I hit her with like 1 bullet and then your dark channel killed her.
Nice. So what
and
you're
that
saying
is
is
teamwork.
It all went according to plan.
Yeah. You were playing a long game with that one.
You are totally about to sink me, aren't you?
Just say please don't, and you'll be fine.
Also, I need
Yeah.
this.
That always works for me.
Yeah, Reapers respond to politeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And that's why ultimately we are able to defeat them at the end of Mass Effect 3 because you know, if you ask them to stop, they have to stop.
That's the secret ending to Mass Effect 3. That's what that kid wanted, respect and politeness.
Yeah.
And we never do it to him.
That's what a free
Protheans weren't
child
able to do
wants.
it.
Yeah, that's what, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, Hannah are the only heroes that can win the war.
The Hannah were the chosen ones.
I think they did a whole lap of the map without finding a single enemy.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Ow. Also out.
No.
Oh, Much Daddy, thanks for stopping by. No worries, it is understandable. Oh. Oh hey, I did not realize there's a Banshee here, but I guess we'll kill it and then we'll die.
I just realized that I don't have this character fully spec.
Well, that's what I did earlier today.
Incredible.
So I was
this
wondering why
character.
my annihilation field wasn't draining cheese.
Oh no.
It's because I don't have ranks.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Ah.
I'm so glad I have the Typhoon now.
I mean, you should be saying that all the time.
Disagree.
It's the second best weapon for it. Let's be honest.
You know, Slasher, I am all for unconventional and or challenging Fury builds, but even I have to draw the line somewhere.
There we go.
Ah!
Oh, where'd you guys come from?
Oh wait, what? Oh, not this again. Come on, Raptor.
Poor Mav. Hey, question. Does the Banshee sync kill have a cooldown?
No.
I don't think so.
So she doesn't have to wait before she can kill again?
Nope.
Oh. Interesting. Well, good to know. Because I did very much just like run up to the Banshee that killed Vormab like as she was finishing like killing him. So good to know that that could have gone very badly.
Oh, try again. Who needs ammo?
Oh,
Who needs
Warma,
life?
I'll join you in after.
Oh, guys! Lids, hold on. Okay. Oh, well. Your annihilation field killed the Marauder. Nice.
Oh, I guess that works.
Yeah, I was really confused. I was like, I definitely only shot the Banshees. Truthfully, I did.
Hey, well, the annihilation field brought me back to life. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ooh, that's
Why I'm being incredibly stupid about fighting this Banshee. I'm just gonna leave.
I'm gonna do what I did before and just casually get chill with the Dark Channel and then walk away.
Yeah, idiot.
Ow. That did not stagger me.
Oh no! My annihilation field. No.
Oh, I shouldn't have told, should I?
Guys! What is even...
No, that was completely my fault. No, that was completely the
I
fault of me
assumed,
playing
but-
the Fury. No, I blame it on the Fury.
How dare you? The Fury has done nothing wrong. Ever in her life.
Her existence is wrong.
What is it about
Wow.
the Fury that I understand the Rieger, the Hurricane to a certain extent? but-
You should have said something!
No, I don't actually.
Also, I was about to get stuck, and the thought did occur to me. The thought did occur to me not to jail.
Liz, I can't get you! Warma, why did you allow yourself to be disemboweled? Like, without
Oh, no!
saying anything?
Oh, yeah. That
I'm
was
running
just
out of
resignation
time.
of second wave in a row of magnetans.
I hate
No, he was.
all of you.
He was still thinking about whatever happened in 2011 between his team.
I
and
hate
Lids'
absolutely all of you.
Something happened in 2011 and Warma was still upset.
It's true.
2011, what?
This is
I'm
true.
so confused.
What's up, Jeremy? So once again, we find ourselves in a situation in which someone who played with us earlier in the stream has likely gone to sleep, woken up, and returned. Beautiful. It's
I
beautiful.
cannot believe you guys made me do that.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
I only had to kill 2 enemies, but it's still profound inconvenience.
I was
My-
just trying
my-
to see if
My
my...
game crashed again.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
It's all the Fury's fault.
Again, you should not be blaming the Fury for your own issues.
But what if all my issues are with the Fury?
Is that the target? That is not the target.
Oh, we're doing an objective.
Just
Whoops.
nuke him. You know,
Duke Nukem forever.
I'm all out of bubbles.
that is allegedly a game.
Oh, hello, Banshee. Goodbye, life. But hey, maybe my annihilation field will kill them. And bring me back to life. Evanescence style.
Oh,
Why
how
do you
could
want
she
to come
see
back to
into
life?
your eyes like open doors?
Oh my.
I hope you all appreciate that I am not going to continue quoting that entire song.
I
was
do
tempted.
appreciate that, thank
I
you.
was tempted.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, what were you supposed to quote? And can you please do it?
Slasher, wake up inside, okay?
Okay, I mean, let's be honest, whatever it is, I probably don't know about it.
And that's why you asked.
Exactly. So now I need to know.
Not so much a need to know thing, I don't think.
I don't think it's a bad song, guys.
It's not a bad song, it's just got overplayed.
Yeah, very
wait, which song is this?
Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Are so stupid. He just tried to melee the place where I was like a few seconds prior.
He's just giving it his best. His best shot, you know? Doing what he can. That's Banshee, can you please go away? Can you please go away?
Oh, guys, extract! Extract!
Yeah.
Oh,
there.
you said that, and then I really thought that I was going to be looking at the wrong extraction zone. I really thought that was supposed to mean, oh, by the way, extraction is over there.
Oh,
Why do you hate my fury so much, Roman?
wow.
I mean, not that I'm questioning that. Completely fine. Oh, look at me. No medals. That's how I play the game.
Oh dear. Oh no.
In fact, it's funny. In fact, my points are so low that the starting point of the bar is actually behind the starting point of your bars.
Like they're saying your points are in the negative.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? You contributed so little that it would have been better if you weren't here. Oh my god. Brutal.
Tell that to the brutes.
Alright, everyone. Thank you very much for the games.
Goodbye forever, Vormav.
Yeah, see you in a decade or so.
Yeah.
Bye, Vormav.
Night.
Bye, Vormav.
Slasher, isn't it like past your bedtime also?
But it's a Saturday. Which means you can sleep at 12 instead of 10.
No, sleep. No.
It's a big difference.
Oh, wow.
They should give negative points for dying. Oh dear. I think my score would be negative every single match.
Oh, man. Vormav would be in some trouble. Oh, I guess you guys don't really get to see this because we played normal matches, but in duos, Vormav dies every 2 seconds.
Oh.
And it's spectacular. And also greatly inconvenient for me.
Vormav.
Yeah.
Still in chat.
These
Not
are not
like
the words
this.
you should be hearing before going to sleep.
Not entirely accurate.
But it does admit.
Also, to answer your other question, Ariel, regardless of when I sleep, I wake up at the same time, more or less, so it's kind of irrelevant.
I feel like, if
I
anything,
mean-
that would make more sense for you to go to bed early. Otherwise, you're going to get less sleep. Not going to sleep in late to make up for it.
No, that's fine, I'll sleep in the afternoon.
I thought you were... I really thought that you were gonna say that you can sleep in the afterlife.
Oh, wow. So Slasher is a vampire, confirmed.
Okay,
Or a
so
zombie.
I went from a figment of your imagination to a theoretical person to a vampire.
Hi, Vormav.
Good night, Vormav.
curious to see what will be next in this chain.
I mean, we'll have to see how things develop.
All right, well.
This will be my last game, whatever this is.
This might be my last one as well. So, chat, is there anything we'd like to do to finish things off in style? A festive, ceremonial send-off to the night. What would we like to do? How ought we conclude? Steelwolf? We do have a spot. We do have a spot.
Everyone use the Riggers. I'm Krogan Vanguards.
No, I was forced to use the Rigger, what was it, last week? It was just a bad time.
And then both Slasher and I got caught with the Rigger today and got some sideways glances from people.
Oh, I'm completely okay with that. I want people to see me use the Rigger and normalize it.
Disgusting. Never normalize the Rigger.
What would we like to do to finish things off? What would be the most fitting? Everyone shuriken except Slasher gets the hurricane. Oh dear.
I don't know who would be punished the most by that, because I know Slasher hates
I am going to say
the
right now,
hurricane.
I will use the hurricane, but I will not fire a single shot. I'll only use powers or melee. That much is guaranteed.
I have an idea.
What?
Something that we did a little while ago, but it was quite some time ago, and it was fun. A little silly. Perhaps a good way to finish things off.
Silly.
What if we all went with the Drell Vanguard, and for biotic charge, rather than shields, we take the chance of getting, or being able to use the skill again?
No.
And we just go non-stop charging?
No.
I'm convinced. I'm respecing my Drell already.
You can do what makes you happy. I hate the Drell Adept.
Vanguard.
But it's not the Drell
Not
Adept, it's a Vanguard.
Or the Vanguard, rather. No, I love the Drell Adept. The Drell Vanguard, bane of my existence. It's like very violently throwing a paper towel at someone, which immediately breaks.
But the enemy doesn't exist anymore. You said Drell, Phoenix, or Solarian. I don't need a second invitation. Always up for it.
Yurui, it's the last game of the night. I'm not complying with this request.
Was this originally a Yurui request? All those months ago? I mean, it was what, like maybe
I believe it was.
Months ago? It might have been.
Trying to get us to break his record or something.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
what record?
For the most charges in a row?
Consecutive charges. And then I got the worst RNG, and I was never able to get more than, like, 3.
So now
what is his
we
record?
understand why.
What is his record again?
I think
I don't remember.
Somebody got up to, like, 11 or so. I think I got up to 9. I think you really might have done 11 or 12 that day.
Minus 9 too with the Phoenix Vanguard. Yeah, but 11 is pretty good. Alright, Drell Vanguard melee, what can go wrong?
Who needs weapons damage? Also, when we have so little health and shields, who needs additional health and shields?
You can do it, Drell. I believe in you.
I don't want... I could, but... Why can't I simply play the game in a way that's enjoyable? Is there a Vanguard that sucks less that I could use in place of that? Would that be acceptable as a compromise?
Phoenix Vanguard. The only Vanguard that sucks less. In my opinion, obviously.
In your opinion. You know what? I'm gonna Volus.
Acceptable, I think.
Oh, only if you're meleeing. Only then.
Well, no, I'm supposed to charge. I guess I guess I could also. I could also melee. Do you want to know something funny about about this character slasher? I have him spec'd specifically for melee. Or I
as
had,
you should.
I just had to reset.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever intended to use it for any other purpose.
Yeah, I don't use these words very often, but that is the only way to spec the Volus Vanguard.
And of course, I have the Disciple with the Omniblade on it, apparently, from however many months ago I last played this character, so apparently I was going melee then as well.
The best part is, Liz, 3 of us have Disciples with Omniblades.
Whoa, Uriel, excuse me? You are blading your Shredder mod?
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose it makes it more shreddy.
It makes it shred more.
No.
Shred
Again,
the enemies.
Again, as I said, there are a few things that I won't say often, but this is definitely the wrong way to have the mods.
No. Doesn't matter.
Oh, by the way, let's do Firebase Goddess. I requested Arena.
Okay.
I mean, it's all Disciples, so it just has to be.
Okay.
And let's preset collectors.
Oh no.
Let's go out to the bank.
Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be painful. So what you're saying is I should probably grab something like Survivor loadout or maybe.
Wait, hold on. If I'm doing
Fake
6
responder.
ranks in charge and 6 ranks in fitness, how should I distribute the rest of my points?
You're on Volus Vanguard?
Yeah, obviously.
I do 4-5-5 between the other 3.
4, 5, 5. Interesting.
Yeah, I do 4 in shield boost and 5 in the others.
I skimp on shield boost a bit usually.
So you need at least 5 in Volus training, so you can reach the 1000 Newton force.
Oh wait. What should my charge rank 4 be?
Radius.
Okay. Because, like, you talking about force made me worried that I was
Oh,
supposed
no,
to
no,
choose
no,
that instead.
No, that's why you take passives ranks 4 and 5.
Right, okay. Makes sense.
Guess would be Geth for this one. If you're charging non-stop, you get so much invincibility that the staggering doesn't matter. This is true.
Staggering doesn't matter until you get staggered. Do you want to do Geth instead? We can do Geth.
I mean, whatever works for you. I was under the impression that you were deliberately using or choosing collectors to make life difficult for us.
No, I was deliberately choosing collectors to avoid Cerberus.
Okay.
So Geth is okay. I do not want the last game to be against that.
I was just expecting the intention to be for us to charge into exploding abominations, and therefore for us to have a little bit of a rough time with that.
But I'm playing, so...
I will be back in 1 moment.
But see, Slasher, the difference between you and me is that we both love to meme. But when I meme, I die and contribute nothing. And when you meme, you carry the team.
It's very generous of you, but... Yeah, I think avoiding Cerberus was my main goal. But yeah, you can change to Geth, it's fine.
Okay. Hold on. What is our cooldown? It's not quite 200%. Oh, then again, I guess it doesn't matter if we get the 0 cooldown, right?
And the Disciple is
Light
the
is
default
shot.
weapon, so the weight doesn't apply.
Of the...
Of the Omni Blade.
Oh, of the Omniblade. Okay.
Yeah, so your cooldown, it should be plus 200 actually. Or like very, very close to it.
I was not supposed to do.
Okay, guys, I'll change my mods.
I mean, this says nothing.
Okay, now everything feels right with the universe.
Oh.
Nothing feels right about anything.
Hold on.
in
I mean,
life
if
in
if
general.
you blade your Shredder mod, how can you pierce? That's the logic.
Well, Slasher, you know how if you have a blunt knife, it can't cut things as cleanly?
Steel Wolf!
Oh, Steel Wolf.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be melee Steel Wolf. Slasher and I have decided that we wanted to go that route. Sorry, didn't realize you were asking that question. I assume that was an accidental, inadvertent disconnect. Okay, I think I am all set whenever you guys are.
Liz,
What?
I see what you've done.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a perfectly reasonable setup.
Perfectly reasonable.
Oh, nice character name you have there, Liz.
Wait, I missed it.
Was that the last time we were playing this character? Was when we were doing Pokemon themed stuff.
Wait.
Remember that match?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't that long ago.
I haven't seen what it was. Oh my god. No, that wasn't long ago at all. That was like last month.
I'll give you a hint. Here is your hint. Pokemon plus this.
Pokemon plus this.
That is your hint. Guess the name of my character.
No, I saw what it was at the last second. Oh, no.
1, 2. Only 2. Let's see how we go.
My 4.
I'll try to resist the urge to just count it every single time.
Oh. No.
Ooh, that was a 4. I died before I could actually use the 4th.
Oh no, I launched into oblivion.
What? What did I miss?
I charged at an enemy and I wanted to charge at it again, but it ceased to exist.
Oh. Oh man. Sasha, did you take adrenaline as well?
Yeah, that's the only way to play it, Ral.
Okay, nice.
Just run so fast that you just bump into
Oh,
walls.
Steel Wolf is waiting
in the waiting
room.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get Steel Wolf it.
Wait.
There we go.
Ah.
I might be dead. Or oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, game crashed.
Oh no.
Oh
You
no.
know? Slasher, this is somehow your fault.
And I blame it on the
Oh,
Furies.
wait.
And I blame it on the Furies, so this is also Fury's fault.
Guys, the stand down. The scene that I am observing between Steel Wolf and this Geth hunter staring down the barrels of their respective guns at each other.
Oh, Rel, you're slowly moonwalking back.
Oh God! Very abruptly, against my will, I just charged at the nearest enemy.
So my game has done the bug thing where it just becomes a little rectangle in the corner of the screen. As you can see. If I click on Mass Effect. Oh no, I'm back! Somehow it fixed itself.
No.
We're good. At least on my end. Are you guys still on your end?
Oh,
Yep, all good.
I am amazed that I did not have to restart Mass Effect, if not even my computer, because that has happened on occasion. With that nasty bug. But you know what? What better way for our final match of the night to have that little monkey wrench as well. I was just speeding around the arena, running laps as quickly as I could. When that happened. Oh, well, no, I was tabbing out to get seated. Fair.
It died so
Yeah, I
bad
get
that
this all the time as well.
It's face farming with the ground.
enemy! Yeah, I agree, little guy. I agree, there are enemies. Or rather, there's at least one enemy.
Also, it's funny when you said I agree, he said understood.
6? Oh, 6 and then I died. You know?
Uriel, we have an objective over here that we're trying to complete. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
You know-
but consider, I am a little bowling ball.
Hey, Mr. Wallace, if you want to get paid, better stay close to the drone.
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm a little
Yes, sir.
spiky bowling ball.
So is the drone. So
Oh
good
no!
company.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! You killed the thing that I needed to charge in order to survive. Yes. Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh,
I
wait.
totally thought that finished.
Guys, I forgot until just now that I can melee.
Did you take the Batarian Gauntlet, or are you
Yeah.
going normal?
I did indeed.
Okay.
I forgot that it was a thing. Yeah! Hit him in the knee.
And in the end, Argus gets the kill. That's how good that gun is. Never doubt its greatness.
Acknowledged.
Don't let Vormap hear you say that. Ah!
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, kill streak, lovely.
Oh, wow!
I threw 3 grenades just so that I can get the kill streak.
Well, now you're making me more. Well, I chucked some grenades for that purpose as well. Just as I was dying. Oh, I had a good feeling about that one.
Wait, are people actually trying to
Stop rolling away! Where are you going?
Hold on. Are people actually trying to get the most consecutive charges?
I mean, I have been for the most part, yes, but
Okay.
you don't need to.
Wow. Not in the spirit of things. Come on, guys. Come on.
Enemy force approaching. Copy that.
Oh, that was wonderfully aimed.
Alright. Oh, misjudged. Misjudged.
I'm not doing well with this multi-charge thing. I don't think
Nope.
I've gone above 4.
No.
You know, Liz, it's not your fault.
Oh. Sorry, just yelled.
Yeah, sometimes I barely get more than 2.
Okay, that was 4 again.
Yeah, I've had games with the Phoenix Vanguard where I barely get more than 2 charges. And sometimes I get like 5, 6, 7 on a very consistent basis.
Oh, come on. I think the game just got very confused, and frankly, so did I.
Team member offline.
Rude.
Oh, that's... Oh, wait! I'm on 3! About to be 4, though.
Capability.
No, I had a decent streak.
I'm on 5 right now. I got
I'm
5
on,
in a row.
I'm
Let's
on
see.
6.
Nice.
But I've been on 6 for a few waves now. Come on, guys.
Oh, 9.
Slasher.
Oh, stopped at 9. Stopped at 9.
Slasher.
5, 6. Ah, 6. Okay.
And you guys were giving me a hard time for
I
not
don't know what you're
following
talking about. I'm the
through.
only person at the objective right now. I totally did not run back the objective so that I could save you.
Hey, you know what? Go easy on my drill. He has control syndrome. Stop mocking him.
Stop it.
And then my drill goes, stop it! As soon as he said that.
Yeah, probably your drill has it too. Solidarity.
After all of the time I spent charging at that prime, you kill it with the disciple? I cannot believe this.
I honestly don't remember if I did that, so I don't know if you're referring to me or not.
Yeah, it was you, Liz.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
killed a prime with the disciple. Disgusted. Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
how are
no,
things going over
no,
there?
No. Do not.
E? Where? Oh. Oh. Non-stop charges! Teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna respec into melee.
More charges than overdrafted credit card.
Well done, team.
Oh.
Clean work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemy force approaching.
Alright, you only live once.
Oh. Oh, no free. How disappointing.
Oh, come on. Come on. Consistent 3s and 4s. This is so irritating.
I'm getting 1s and 2s.
I got 1 9 and the rest have been like 2s and 1s.
Yeah, now I'm just getting non-stop 2s.
Ow, I'm gonna get stomped. But I won't let it happen.
Prime, you do it! You do it! What? Oh, I wanted to punch it. You know, just for that.
One moment, please.
Thank you. I'm just a little dude trying to get by.
Love the color scheme. So pink.
Yeah, I don't remember why I made it pink. I feel like there was a specific reason for it, though.
He just wanted to be part of the main girls club.
Oh! You know what? Oh my god, 3 of... Wait.
Uh-oh.
What?
Just need something to charge.
I
Please.
love off-post Vanguard charge not working. What is this grenade nonsense I keep seeing?
Yep. I'm with you on that one.
I do it every time there's an opportunity for a kill streak.
I'm seeing so many grenade kills, and frankly, it is shameful.
Yeah, see, there's an opportunity for a kill streak there. Pyros can cooperate.
Right. Ah. Another 4, which is useless to me.
Hello, good sir.
Alright, my streak is now at 8.
Nice. That's solid.
Yeah.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
Contact! No! I missed one!
Lids, that didn't look like a charge.
Ow. What? No way! No way!
What?
He did not! That pyro was about to 720 stomp me.
What?
Not 360, 720 stomp me. I could not let that happen.
I'm so confused. What? That turret. Unacceptable. Yeah, so I only have one gel left, so just gonna stay right here, I guess. Yep. Oh.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh no.
Oh no. What a
Lula's
terrible,
Sure
what
was
a
there.
terrible position to die in. Oh no.
Squad member in trouble.
It's
Oh, that's about to be 4. Ah, just... Oh, 5 is now my best. 6, 7, 8. 8. That's now my best.
nice.
Oh.
Squad member down.
I'm here. Oh, I just dashed away, see? Sweetie boy. That's a lot of pyros, though.
Oh, it could be a kill streak. Come on.
I was about to pull out.
I love hearing that there are a lot of pyros, and then immediately after that you die.
I mean, I think you know what happened.
Yeah, I could guess. Oh no! Oh.
Let's say he got to your body and immediately I pressed spacebar and Michael picked up the package. He has
No
priorities.
worries. No
And you're
worries.
not it.
I did notice that. I did see that.
Oh no! Another prime!
No. No. Bad pyro.
Ah.
I will not.
I cannot believe this.
Any of this pyro
Yep.
stomping nonsense. After the ridiculous VM that we witnessed before.
Oh, your drill is in an interesting position.
7, 8. 8 again? Are you kidding me? Wow. I can't believe this. Absolutely cannot believe this.
Rendezvous at LZ for extraction. Got it. Time to move. Over there.
You don't have to worry
There you
about
go.
8 and 9. Just say they're both approximately 10.
Well,
Oh,
if
not
absolutely nothing else, at least I got a kill streak. That's all that matters. Oh, there's just a singular prime there? Gross.
Get to the LZ. We're on our way.
quite. Oh,
Squad member has
Let it snow.
thanks, Stewart. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
team member offline.
Ugh, 3 again.
Nope! I did not mean to fall down here. Oh, I thought that might have been on pace for a record. Too speedy. Too speedy. They can't catch me. Okay, 20 seconds.
There we go. No? Okay, cool. That did nothing.
Oh, I think you left out a Geth turret there. I'll take care of it.
Shuttle's here. Time's running out. Team secured. Well done, team.
There, I've killed us all. I really wish that it were possible to use a nuke to, like, to stagger people out of the LZ. That's all I want.
Have you tried the mod where grenades can stagger teammates?
That's really a thing?
Yes. So there's for Halloween there's the zombie mod, right? That N7 has did.
Mm-hmm.
That mod actually has that mix-in built in.
Oh,
where
really?
Oh my
cluster grenades can
God.
stagger teammates.
Only
So
cluster
Oh,
grenades?
man.
I think it was cluster and multifrags too. I think so.
Okay.
Basically, I was part of a team and we intentionally preset Glacier.
Yep.
We chose
Uh-huh.
Drell Adept, Drell Vanguard, Batarian Slasher, and another character that had grenades, and it was ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Amazing.
that does sound amazing. Well,
Anyway,
Anyway.
I
that's
think
it for
Alright.
me.
that ought to be it for me as well. So thank you, everybody, for stopping
Yep.
by today. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, thanks for the games as always.
See you later.
Yeah, see ya.
See you around.
Bye.
Alright, I'm gonna jump out of Discord, but chat will at least... We'll finish by opening up a pack here, at the very least, I suppose. I think we, unfortunately, can't quite afford an Arsenal pack, but we'll go for Spectre pack. See if we get lucky. We got a Hurricane upgrade today that may have been it, in terms of ultra rares. Don't know if I remember seeing any other ones. So that may have been it. Except it's searching for outstanding purchases, so that's how you know it's going to be good. That's how you know it's going to be good. Or not. Really?